Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in again. If you're new here, my name is Kayla Powers. Nice to informally meet you. I hope you become a subscriber. If you're already subscribed, well, I appreciate you so much. Much love. Thanks for the support. And I hope that I can inspire you and help you in some way in your life with these girl talks. So today is one of these girl talks. So what I wanted to talk to you about is dedication, sacrifice, and discipline. Those three things got me to where I am now today. Without these three things, I would not be where I am today. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I come from a very broken family. My father was in jail, and I'm not gonna go into details. Maybe one day I'll go into details, but my father was incarcerated my whole life. My mother was addicted to drugs, and she was basically addicted to drugs my entire life. And now I'm going to throw this in there right now that my mom has made a full recovery, and my dad is a different person as well today, so I got very lucky. Not everyone is that lucky, but it was hard. It was hard growing up, and I definitely was like the child that never felt loved. And so I learned at a very young age how to fend for myself, that I needed to take care of myself, and that I needed to be independent to survive. I also got into an abusive relationship, learned the codependency is not good, that you really need to be able to take care of yourself. So I became a little entrepreneur at a young age, but it took a while to get to the entrepreneur place that I'm at now. What I had done is I moved away from home at a young age. I think I was like 17 years old, and then my mom ended up moving in with me, and that was not a good situation. I'm leaving. I ended up moving all the way from British Columbia to Grand Prairie, Alberta, and that's where I currently reside. I've been here 8 years. I basically was a dropout, and I made sure I finished my schooling, and then I had like 4 jobs that I was working. And then once I moved to Alberta, I realized okay, I can just work one really good job. So that's what I did. I got a career in welding, did all that great, except for I got Lyme disease. Life can hit you in ways that you just don't see coming. But I had actually been able to buy my house before I got really sick. It happened like right after I just got my journeyman in welding, and I literally got sick, and then I was like, oh my God, I cannot do this anymore. So I had to find something else. I was like, well, all I know is the oil field. So I basically stayed in the oil field. I just did something called quality control, but my health was still deteriorating, and I honestly just didn't feel like I was keeping up. And so I was working towards something else, and that's when I got into network marketing. The first company I tried was Trinon. It was a complete flunk. It was no good. The second company that I got into was called World Ventures, and I learned a lot. But when everything went to crisis, as in 2019 with COVID, that tanked. And anyone knows network marketing, you aren't getting paid if you don't have subscriptions, or you're not making sales, or whatever it is. If nobody's traveling, people aren't gonna keep paying for this membership. So my whole team fell apart, and I ended up losing my job in the oil field, actually, just because I literally was not well enough to basically keep up, and also trying to juggle entrepreneurial thing that I was doing. They didn't like that. So by the end of it, I literally didn't even have a job anymore. And I was like, wow, I mean nothing to these people. And I really just pulled that entrepreneur out of me. I was like, I have to figure something out, because with my health, I cannot go to work. I cannot work every single day. I cannot be at work for 10 to 12 hours a day. I just couldn't do it anymore. So that's when I got into Forex, started learning how to trade. I got into cashbacks. That's when I started my content creation. I really just started all these different business ventures. But the point I'm trying to make here is that I had to sacrifice so much in my life to actually get to where I'm at now. And where I'm at now is I literally work from home. I work when I want to work, and I'm not rich or anything like that, but I'm comfortable. I have everything I need, and then some. So I'm in a good place. The only thing that could make it better was if I was traveling the world, which I'm currently not able to do given the circumstance of everything going on. But to get to where I am, it took a lot. So I was a 22-year-old who worked every single day, was literally addicted to working. I was a workaholic. I didn't go when my friends were going houseboating. I didn't go. I just saved my money. I just stacked, and grinded so hard so that I could buy my house. So when everyone else was doing fun things, I was building my future, so that now I could sit back, and now if I wanted to, I could go do all these things because I'm established. And I still make money, but on my own term. I don't have to answer to anyone else anymore, which is great. And it's not because I have a bad work ethic. I have a great work ethic. It's because physically and mentally, sometimes my body is just not matching up. It's really nice to be able to make that call. When I'm feeling good, I can go hustle. I can go get her done. And when I'm not, you know, I can take that day and just lay in bed and I don't have to answer to anybody. And I also love passive income. I mean, if you understand passive income, you would love it too. Like money that just keeps coming in that you've worked for in the past, basically. Like I said, my next venture is going to be stores. I'm getting into like the e-commerce world, I guess you can call it. So I'm really excited for that. I had to grind to get to where I was and sacrifice so much and be disciplined and be so disciplined. You're not gonna get to your goals if you don't say, this is my goals, this is what I'm doing, and stick to it. If you're going out, if you're spending that money, you're not gonna be able to save for what you want. Like to buy your house, a down payment, whatever it is. You do need to make sacrifices. I'm so grateful that I am where I'm at, but I'm telling you, it hasn't ever been easy for me. Some people are like, wow, like I look up to and all these things, and I'm like, honestly, why? Like, don't look up to me. You can do these things for yourself too. Like, I'm not gonna say it's easy, it is hard, but anybody can do it. You really just have to want it bad enough, and you are gonna have to give up certain things. Like if that means Friday night with the girls, you gotta give up. If it's that latte every day that you like to get before work, you need to give that up so that you can actually save for the things that you want. And if you don't take a step towards the things that you want, you're never gonna get there. So what I mean by that is, if you want to work from home, but you're not even like looking into new opportunities and you're not open to new opportunities, how are you ever going to change that? Like the change needs to come from you. It isn't gonna be like served to you on a golden silver platter. Someone's not gonna come up and just be like, here's the world. You know what I mean? There's no magic genie bottle. You have to go out and chase what you want. So if you're not happy, if you feel stuck, you need to do something. No one's gonna do it for you. And the more you complain about it and don't do anything, the more time you're wasting. So don't be doing that. What I suggest for you is that you make a notepad or something, all the goals, everything you want to do, and don't even tell anyone, because they actually say that a lot of the time if you talk about it, you actually don't end up doing it. So literally do this for yourself. Get a notepad, write down where you see yourself maybe in 2022. Look at that every single day and actually work towards it. Like, what are you doing to actually work towards those goals? Also, manifestation is real. The more you put that out there in the universe, the more you think about it, the more it's gonna happen. The universe hears you. They don't know if it's good or bad. They just hear you talk about it. Stay focused, talk about the things you wanna do, make sure you do them. You're gonna have to be your own coach. There are coaches out there. If you feel you need that, definitely reach out. I personally never needed that. I've been super motivated my whole life. Like I said, I've had the discipline, determination, I sacrificed. Determination, sacrifice, discipline. If you can do those three things, you can literally have whatever you want. Literally, the world is your oyster. If you don't believe that, you are your own limitation. You are standing in your own way. So the quicker you believe that and realize that, the quicker you're gonna get to your goals. That's pretty much it. I know you guys can do it. I believe in you. You know, you just have to be strong. It's a cold, cold world. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Obviously, don't step on other people, but you just gotta hustle. You gotta grind. You gotta know what you want. You gotta go after it. You can't be lazy. Yep, you guys can do this. Anyways, love you. Peace and love. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.